Hello, welcome back to Tony's Board Life. I, of course, am Tony, and today we are going to play The War of the Worlds, England by DVG Games. I've been going through my collection and looking for stuff I have not played, and this is the first one that came up. So it's got a couple really neat, I think, mechanics with the event deck that they have here. The event, there's not a single phase. It could happen anytime, and we'll go through that as we go through the game. But did want to do the setup so you guys can see. Now I've shuffled all the decks, and as we go through, so we have our battle boards are going to be over here. I've shuffled off my deck. I have all the chits that I need here that I'm going to need to go through. But let's set up the main board here. It'll take a while before we get to the battle board anyways. So let's go ahead and do the setup before we go there. So I've placed these. If you notice, this has got like a 7 on it, so I put a 7 there. Everything's kind of all taken care of on that aspect when we did the setup. Now, let's see here. I did all that. Now we need to roll a single die to place a new cylinder, and this will be the first wave. So that's this wave right here. And what we'll do is we'll use this one right here. So green is Scotland, yellow is Wales, and red is Leicester. Or for rough, Leicestershire. Leicester. Anyways, so now I'm going to screw myself saying it up. So which one? I'm just going to roll one die here, and we get a yellow. So my last game, I started off in Scotland, but the first one here is going to start off in Wales. So our first wave is going to be here. They do come with stands, but as I'm filming, I'm finding that as I was playing, that's really annoying. So I chose not to do that. Okay, and then I need to draw random tripods. So the colors aren't like good or bad when it comes to it. They're just having multiple colors I found, or having like the same of one color. That's where it gets annoying. But we're going to pull up 4 here. So we're going to go. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Do I get all 4? Yeah, I did get 4. Okay. So, and if you notice, there's a damage side and a full side. And we'll get into the effects of each one as we go through. So we have our damage. We have red. I'm not colorblind, I swear. We have 2 greens, a black, and a blue. And like I said, the 2 greens together that's where a problem can come in when we get to it. Okay, so we've done that. Now, what we need to do is to replace that zone. So Wales is going to be destroyed. So we have these destroyed counters. So Wales is going to be the first one destroyed. Now, Wales only had a 4. It's not going to hurt as bad. Well, really, Scotland or Wales is not going to be bad. So this one's destroyed. It is what it is. No big deal on that one. It is what it starts off. You always start off with that. Okay. Now, we'll get through here in a second. Now that is just destroyed, we are going to place a new cylinder. Now, the cylinders up here are where the new waves come in. It's where we can actually maybe do some preventive maintenance, preventive destroying, but there's really no guarantee on that at all. But we need to place a cylinder on either same one, Scotland, Wales, or Leicester. So Scotland is green, Wales, of course, is yellow, and Leicester is red. So this is... Now, I'm going to tell you, so these are waves that have not developed yet, and you can actually go ahead and attack them with the infantry. It's one of the only good things the infantry is used for. And again, we still do We picked 4, so I'm just going to pick 4 here. One more. Like I said, the colors don't mean good, bad, or whatever. And sometimes I've found that actually having multiple can be okay. Now this one, we have a variety of colors here. We have yellow, blue, black, and red, and that's our wave counter. So it's not a wave yet, so they're not out to the board. Wave 1 is out on the board right now, so that's going to matter. Okay, and with that, we are all set to go. We're ready to continue. So setup is now complete. So we'll get on to turn 1. And again, this is not a turn counter, so let's go over how we can win and how we can lose. There's only one way to win. Actually, 2 ways to win. How about one legitimate way to win? Okay, so if there are no wave or cylinder counters, because once you get one with rid of the wave, you don't redo it again. So there could be a maximum of 5 waves. You're like, hey, we can knock out the 5 waves. It's not that easy. But if we have no waves or cylinders on the board, we win. If our gene counter, or germ counter, not gene, well, it could be gene, but germ counter gets up to 10, it's a win. Now the germ counter is 10s, the H for human is the 1s, same thing with Mars. Now, there's 2 ways of losing. One is if Mars gets up to 10 before the Mars before the germ, or we lose London. When I played my last game, I lost London. So those are it. So we either win by clearing out all the waves or getting up to 10. We lose by the Martians getting all the way up to 10, or we lose London. So there we go. Set up, and we are ready to begin the game. All right, let's get started here. Production phase. So I'm going to go slowly through this one. And what we're going to do through this turn, so this one will be a little bit longer of a turn, but we add up all the sprockets. If you notice these sprockets, there's 2 sprockets in this one. So green has 2, this one has 3. I put the little extra one, I'll just move it so it doesn't get confused. So there's 3 there. And then if they're yellow, like the one up in Scotland, that's 1. So we actually have, so we do this one, that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Well, and I knew it was 20, so we got it. So we have our production points as 20. Now, looking at the handy dandy thing, this is what we can buy. And we can place them anywhere there is a factory. So I could place them in Birmingham, or Liverpool, or Bristol, or Southampton, or Norwich, Leeds. Well, not all of them. I couldn't put them in Norwich. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and because I can go after the cylinder, I'm going to go and I'm going to buy, what do we got here? 2 infantries. So we have our little infantry here. So we have 2 infantries. I'm going to buy these. They're going to go into Birmingham, and that'll be all my production. So now the event cards, if you notice, they tell you a phase here. So this event card will be checked on the assembly phase, which is honestly the last phase in this turn. But you could technically, legally, have an event in each one. It just depends on, we don't do the event phase until that one. Now, we are all done with our you cannot place units in a zone if it's destroyed. Okay, yeah. So that's it. So we are done with the production phase. Now, battle phase, there are no battles because the wave is not in here. And by the way, the infantry cannot attack the wave, but the infantry can attack the cylinders. So we'll see. My goal is to move these guys into here and go after the cylinder, maybe weaken up the cylinder before it actually becomes a wave. Okay, so no battle phase. We move down Devastation phase. Now, what this is, so Devastation phase, and okay, that's battle phase. Sorry, I'm going through this. Now there's a chart here that has the devastation phase. Well, it only happens when when it's not destroyed. So this guy is destroyed. We won't have a devastation phase this turn. Human action phase. Now this is where I can do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move both of these guys into here, hoping I can go after that cylinder. Hopefully this guy moves, because if not, we're in trouble. So we'll see. So that was human action phase. Now, after then we do escape phase, and with escape phase we do victory points. We get victory points for each producing unit. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I kind of knew that. So the little germ phase goes up to 1. Well, I've got my points. Okay, now we move on to the Martian action phase, and then we use, so what we do is we use this little chart here. We roll the die. We are in a destroyed. It's where the waves are, not the cylinders. The waves are key. It's this guy right here, so we'll put this out here. Now, what are we going to do? We can do 3 things. We can move, arrive, and the flying machine. Oh, I forgot. That is one also way to lose. If they get the flying machine built, and there's 4 pieces, they can actually win that way too. And it seems like it goes quickly, but they have to be in a destroyed area, which they do start off with. So let's take a look. So that's a destroyed area. So let's go ahead and roll, find out what happens. It's a green, so they move. So my gamble here worked out. Now, where do we move from? So we're in Wales. So we go to Wales here. Now, where do we move? So green will be Birmingham, and then or Bristol. So we go ahead and roll. Yellow, so it's going to be into Bristol. So it moves down here. Okay. Now, just so you know, there are 2 yellows, there are 3 greens, 2 yellows, and then 1 red. So that's the dice makeup. So you can kind of know that if it's asking for red, it's probably not going to hit, or the capability is not there. But this actually helped me out, as long as this doesn't become a wave. that could be the issue. Okay, so now the Martian VP, what we got to do is we got to roll to find out if it becomes red weeds. And to do that, we roll. We need a red. So find out. Nope, it's a green. So this destruction gets 2. So Martian, the M, which is the 1s, gets moved up to 2. Now you're like, hey, that's pretty easily to do. Well, they starts building up as we get through, and we'll see that. Okay, so now we do assembly phase. So now we check and find out what this says. So this says, replace the cylinder. Oh, this is not good. Embankment machine. Replace the cylinder counter with its wave counter. So, yep, that did not work out. So this cylinder goes away. Oh, it's 4. And he's going to go in here. That is not good. That gamble did not work out too well. Okay, and that will be the end of the turn. So at that point, you go back up to the production phase. All right, here we go again with the production phase. We have, let's see, again. So it'll be 20 again because nothing else happened. So we know it's 20. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to I need a field gun here because I want to do some destruction. So I'm going to buy a field gun. By the way, the next event here is the human action phase. So that's when I have to draw the event again. So we'll put that up there. Okay, so I'm going to buy a field gun, which is 12. So this moves us down to, basically, I have 8 points, and we'll see why that's important. Because we're going to take a field gun. Let me grab a field gun, which is this guy right here. We're going to place it in Birmingham. And so that's there. Now we're going to spend 2 points to move it into here. But we're going to get onto the battle board pretty quickly. 1, 2. We move that one. Okay. And it's going to give me a chance to do a couple other things as well. because I can actually get to do a few things. So we're gonna end up with a land battle on this one. Okay, production phase is done. I'm gonna start flipping over these. By the way, there's 2 battle boards. There's the land and then the ocean for the escaping, and we'll hopefully we can get to that. Hopefully we won't get knocked out quicker or earlier than that. So we have initiative and things like that. Okay, so we're going to take so now we are onto the battle phase, and what we do is we take our counter here, we take our 2 guys here, and we have the initiative because we are in the hills. And the hills gives a couple other things as well. So we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and move over here to the battle board, and we will use the battle board here as we go through. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to place these down here. Since I have the initiative, I get to place last. Now we're going to end up using the land battle cards to figure out where these guys are going to go. So that's 2. So we take all 4 of these that are all the way over here, and we're going to go through here. Now, what I can do is I can spend my production points to get a battle plan. Now, 5 for a random and 10 for chosen. Well, I only have 5. Or I have 6, so I can't choose it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to randomize it. Now, my battle plans are in here. So we are going to shake it up, and we're going to find out what battle plan I have. So, well, let me make sure I do that. I'm pretty sure it won't matter because it's random. Initiative. Oh, battle setup first. Then we do a couple different things. Yep. Okay. So we actually have to do the setup first. Now, what we do is we take this land battle deck and we pull this over here. So I'm going to pull this over here so we can see it. Now, I know this is purple, but that's for the blue. But we go from the top. So green we don't have. Yellow we have. So it's going to go in A. So yellow is going to go there. Red, we do have a red. It's going to go in B. Blue is going to go in C. And then that's going to go in E. So we have them kind of spread out. Now, how do I want to set this up? So this was my setup card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one here and put these down here. Now, I get 2 kind of like earthworks because I'm in the hills. Earthworks. Once the battle is done, up to 4 total earthworks can be placed on each gun. Each gun infantry counter can attempt to build counters for 1 gun. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, so if the battle takes place in a zone with the hill symbol, which I showed you, the guns in the zone get 2 free earthwork counter. Only 1 earthwork counter will be placed on each gun. So, unfortunately, we have 1 here. But I have 2 infantry that can supply this, and we'll see how this is important. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab... Where's my other die? Okay, so for the battle phase, we have our earthworks. So if I get a green, it's 1. If I get a yellow, it's 2. If I get a red, it is 1, but the infantry is destroyed. So we're going to go ahead and roll 2. So 2 green, so we're going to get 2 more. So basically, this is going to get up to... we're going to get 2 more. So this is going to get up to 3. Now, what's nice is that I can fire and lose an earthwork, but I'm still not detected. So it's not like the tripods automatically get to see you or anything like that. It's just the way it is. So I think we're good to go set up here. So now that we've done the earthworks, a gun that is not protected by earthworks is revealed, and I'll show you that here. I don't have any cavalry, so now I can buy the plan. So now we'll take my random plan. So here we go. Random plan here. And we have line of sight. Okay, so what is line of sight? I can actually re-roll any die. So I be able to use it once, and I get to re-roll any die. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So I'll put this here to remind us that we have that. Okay, now we've set everything up, and Martians always go first. And what we do is we flip a card over, and it tells us which each one we do, and we go in order here. So we have no green. So yellow we have right here is detect all. That's detect if it's within range. Range is 3, so 1, 2, 3. This guy's not here. He doesn't do anything. Okay. So red is fire. He can't see it because it's not detected, but he does move. That's what the little arrow moves that way. Pretty simple. Blue moves down and fires. And you can have multiple in here, so there's not any stacking limits or anything like that. But this gun is not revealed. It hasn't been detected. The earthworks are saving it. So in that case, that's okay. Now, the black one has 2 arrows going this way, but if you can't move to the side, you go down 1. Now, we actually like to... It's okay. He can go down here, and then he gets put back here, and then things don't get destroyed. Okay, now here we go. It's my turn now. I get to fire, and I think I'm going to leave this guy alone. I'm going to fire at one of these guys. So it's 2 hexes away. This goes down to 2. So we'll put this as a 2, because every time you fire, it's like one of your earthworks go away. So I need a yellow. I'm going to go after the red one here. Not that it matters. I got a yellow. That's a hit and a damage. Okay, there we go. Now we are back on to rolling, or we're going to take a look. We're going to flip the next card because we're constantly go through this. Okay, no green. Yellow detect. Again, not in range, but it does move down. By the way, with the damaged, it only does the first one. So this one can only fire, but this is not detected. Oh, by the way, you don't fire it. You can fire that, but again, range is 3. But so it can't fire, and it doesn't do the second one because it's damaged. Always does the first one. The blue goes down into the hair, and then the black one goes this way and then fires. But this guy's is detected, so he's not detected. So no more detections. Okay, now I have a choice. I think I'm going to leave this guy going. I'm going to go after... let's go after the blue one. Now I need a green for a hit. I get a yellow. You know what? The greens are obvious, so we're going to go ahead and play my event or my planning. Oh, I get a red. No, so that was a waste. Okay. By the way, this flips over to 1 now, and then we're back to these guys. Okay, no green, yellow, detect. So now he's going to roll. If he rolls a yellow, I lose my last earthwork. He rolled a red, so it doesn't matter. So that's good. High activity. High activity, double detect, and then double fire. So he can roll 2, and there's only 1 gun to detect. So any of these are yellows. My earthwork, both of them are yellow. Okay. This battle may be over pretty soon here. So he can fire, double fire. Now, because it's a high activity and it doesn't matter to these damage. And green, so he doesn't hit me. Nice. Okay. Blue is going to go over and then down, and now he just goes out of here. He's done. Black, unfortunately, fires, and he's going to take it out. Anyways, this isn't good. Okay, here we go. He needs a green. He got a green. This guy is destroyed, and he moves down this way. Now, these guys are still alive. I can't attack, but there's a difference between them destroying and them capturing us, because it's only capture. Let me take a look here, but I think their points are only captured. I mean, I'll keep them out because you don't lose anything. I think it's only you get 1 point if it's captured. If you only capture the Oh, refugee. Yeah, so refugee. So these guys won't cause any points. They won't get any victory points for this. We don't either, but, you know, not having them there. Okay, so I can't do anything. So we're going to go to the next one here. Detect and detect for yellow. No problem there. Red is a rival. Now, this is a problem. So an arrival, a new one comes on C, if I remember right. Yep. So we're going to grab one, and a new tripod that sticks with it goes on C. Well, that's black. Okay, so that's rival. There's no blue because he already went through. Black is fire, so this guy could be destroyed. And he is. He is destroyed. And then he moves this way. And this guy cannot fire, but he does move that way. And then we move on. I can't do anything. Move on here. Yellow, this one, and then detect. No big deal. Red goes this way. Black, detect, but goes this way. So this one, go back. I can't do anything. We flip the card again. Okay. Yellow, this way, and that one's destroyed because as soon as they move in, they're destroyed. So they are all good. So all these unfortunately go back. So they not only did I not destroy any, they actually gained an extra one as well. So they are up to 5. And then our wave marker goes ahead and goes back over here because I was in Wales. Yep, that's why I put the marker here. So not good at all on that one. So this is our battle. Now, what I like to do is I don't like to shuffle between battles. I don't know if you do or don't. So I'm just going to put these underneath, and so when I know where I'm at next time, go through. Okay, so that was not productive, unfortunately, at all. So battle phase is now all done, and we do devastation phase, which we will actually do for Bristol here. So for Bristol, we will need to roll on the devastation. And it has, so 1 has 4, so we're going to be looking at this one as we go through. So here you go, we're going to roll. So it uses the black smoke. So -4 to the workforce. So Bristol's right here. So go 1, flip it over, 2, 3, and then 4. So this only has 2 work things left. 2 refugees. So we have our first refugees here. So 2 refugees go right there. I'm going to move those guys out of there eventually. And then -2 victory points. So this goes back down to 0, and then this will go up to 8, unfortunately. Okay, and this devastation doesn't affect occur because it's already in a destroyed area. So now we have our human action phase. So we're going to take the event because it says human action event. Narrator's wife. Place the narrator's wife in London. Treat her as a refugee. If she escaped, gains 3 human victory points. Oh, this is cool. So she'll gain 3. So this is the narrator's wife, and they do have a counter for her. So this is the narrator's wife right here, which is pretty cool. So she goes in London. I get to treat her as a refugee. That's pretty cool. I haven't seen that. 3 victory points. Usually it's 1 per point, and we'll get to that in a minute here. Now, so we can move anything we want. So we're gonna move this guy here, and that's it. Yeah, that sucks. But that's all I can do. I have nothing else in here. Escape phase. I don't have any ports here. That's what these are. I have to pay for those. They're random. But I do get my 10 points. So I am back. Now I'm at 18 points. Yeah, 18 points instead because I have 10 production. Okay. Martian activation phase. Okay, so here we go. We'll start with waves and we'll go in order. So we'll start with wave 1. And it has a yellow thing. So we're going to go here. So move, arrival, or flying machine. and we get a red, so that's first of the flying machines. That'll go there. That's not good at all. By the way, I'll move this up. So I put my first one in there. It's hard to see. That's why I kind of left this out here. See? Okay, now 2 is in a destroyed. We don't want a red. We got a yellow. That's an arrival. So, let's see here. Arrival. Oh, the wave gains 1 random. Oh, 2 does not need any more tripods. So we grab a random tripod here. And so now this one is, when this one gets out, it is going to cause some serious havoc being on the 5+ scale. Well, we'll see how it goes. That just is annoying. I have to roll to see where this one is at. It stays there, so they only get 2 points, so they're up to 4 points. Okay. By the way, the next, it's the escape phase, by the way, on this one. So assembly phase, we don't have any cylinders out here, so we're okay, and I'll show you where the cylinders come in as we come through. And so that's the end of that turn. I think we'll do one more for the video. Okay, production phase again. Well, this time 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So I am back up to 20 on this one. I'm going to need a field gun. So that'll be 12. So that'll knock me down to 8. So we'll grab another field gun, but where do I want to place it? I think we're going to place it in Birmingham. Like here. I'm not going to pay to move, but I am going to pay 2 to do a random. So we're going to do a random port here, and the random port is going to be Newcastle, all the way up here in Newcastle, completely far away. Oh, oops, that's the wrong thing. That's supposed to be 2 refugees. Jeez, got the wrong one. There we go. That's a refugee counter. That's an earthworks counter, by the way. Okay, all the way up here, and it's going to take a little while to get up there. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it again one more time. Put me at 4, and see if I can get one more time. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can keep doing this as long as I have points. Yep. Okay. Next one is going to be Wales. Okay. Well, Wales is destroyed, but we'll put it out here. I mean, technically, they can move in there to get out of Wales, but, you know, heck. I'm going to save the 4 for a reason. Okay. Battle phase. We have no battles. That's good. Devastation phase, unfortunately, 1. So let's take a look here. Devastation. What color are we going to do? By the way, this is 1, so it's only 4+. So what weapon are they going to use? They are going to use Panic. So -2 to the workforce. By the way, that destroys it. And once it's destroyed, you stop. Okay, you just stop. It's done. That process is no longer valid, and so that one is done. Okay. Human action phase. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send this guy into London. So there's a nice little thing for London. And that's all I'm going to do for it. I think what I'll do is I'll move this down to Southampton. Okay. Escape phase. I don't have anything in London. So no there, but now I'm only going to get 9. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to go, so I have 18, so that's going to give me 27. 27. I don't know why that got put all the way up to 10. Okay. It was supposed to be 1, so 27. Okay. Martian active phase. Let's take a look here. So we're going to start with wave 1. By the way, oh shoot, I forgot to do the escape event. Hold on. Forgot to do the escape. I was eluding. Remove 1 from all the workforce, from all workforces where zones have refugees. That's not, well, they're all just 1, so this moves down to 11. That sucked. Trying to get them out of here and they're looting. Okay, so now we can do Martian active phase, no problem. Okay, here we go with this. Yellow. So wave 1 is in Bristol, and Bristol is destroyed. So that's an arrival. So wave 1 builds up their tripod base again. Okay, now we're going to do wave 2, which is green. So they're going to move, and they're going to move from Wales. So we're going to go down here. Green, so they're going to Birmingham. So they are out of there. Okay, really good. Okay, so they did their stuff. Now we're going to check to see. So this will be Wales and then Bristol. Okay, good to go. But that's 4 points now. So this takes them from 4 up to 8. So, yeah, not good in that aspect on that one. By the way, okay, production. Okay, assembly phase, I don't have anything on assemblies, and that's where we'll stop it. And then, so, next turn starts with the production phase. And the event, let's remind ourselves here, we're going to put this right in the center, is the production event. We'll see what happens there. Well, I hope you enjoyed this so far, and we'll be going through it. Talk to you later. Bye.